Today's game is brought to you in HD by EA Sports and Madden NFL 11. Welcome to Lucas Oil Stadium in downtown Indianapolis, Indiana. I'm Gus Johnson, along with Chris Collinsworth. Great to have you here for an exhibition matchup between the Colts and the Bengals. Who do you see as the key players for this matchup, Chris?
Well, Gus, I've got my eyes on the two quarterbacks in this one. I had a chance to talk to both of these guys, obviously guys that have experience in this situation. They've been here before, and yet it's always so interesting. You can see a different look in their eyes when they're warming up. You know that they know the significance of these matchups, and it just adds another level of excitement to the football game. When you're talking about this kind of talent on the field, this should be a really good one. I know you're excited. I'm excited. Let's get it going.
Interesting, Chris. Great storyline here today, and we'll follow that storyline as this game moves on. Pass is short right side. That reception is good for a gain of 4.
Only gained about 4 yards on that play, but sometimes as an offense, as long as it's not a negative play, it's a positive play.
Good coverage downfield.
Under pressure, he felt the heat that time and was forced to throw it away quickly.
Gets the pass off. Keith Rivers was there to bring him down.
Patience for a wide receiver is just so key. He's able to manipulate that defense, set them up one play, come back with the exact same look, and break off of it the next. Beautifully run.
He's dropped down at midfield.
When you're trying to blitz the quarterback, you better have some talented corners on the outside, because as a wideout, just give me 3 or 4 seconds against the blitz, and it is awfully tough to try and cover that.
Looking for a man. Nearly picked off. He should have had that one. And they can't complete the first down pass attempt. Second down coming up. That'll make it second down with 10 to go. Ball at midfield. Here's the pass. He's wrestled down at the 33.
The Colts are putting together a good-looking drive here. That's their 3rd first down.
A dive on the give. He's brought down at the 26-yard line. They'll need about 3 yards here on second down. Johnson was there for the stop. The offense needs about 3 yards to get the first here on third down. They hand it off. He's dropped down at the 15.
Joseph Adai really has a special sense of how a play is developing, and he knows the blocking assignments of those guys up front. You can just see it. He is very patient. He waits for it to develop and then takes full advantage.
Gives it up the gut. He's wrestled down at the 13. Brown picks up 2 yards with the carry. The goal line, only a dozen yards away now. Hand off to the right.
And they really ran right into the blitz. That's a time that a veteran quarterback should have changed the play at the line of scrimmage. You could see the blitz coming. He didn't audible and only came away with a short gain.
Flips out short. They take him down, but not before he gives the Colts a first down and goal. They're down inside the 5. Ball sits on the 3. Passes to the end zone. Anthony Gonzalez was the intended receiver on the play. And they'll line up 3 yards away. Flips it out short to his left. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
When you have a receiver with that kind of ability, just give him a chance to work one-on-one on the outside. He'll take care of the rest.
Mr. Clutch, Adam Vinatieri. That's the extra point. Indianapolis is up a score. Let's take a look at the drive summary, which is presented by Verizon. Indianapolis gets ready to kick it away. Caldwell is deep, looking to return the kickoff. Caldwell will take off from the 8. He gets to about the 27 and goes down. Hands it to the back. And he's tackled at the 29-yard line.
Very effective call that time by the defensive coordinator, bringing the outside linebacker a terrific way to give your defense some help in stopping the run.
Here's the halfback.
And it looked like this defensive line just beat them off the snap. Sometimes those guys can time out the quarterback's cadence. And if the quarterback doesn't start changing that snap count, his offensive line is going to really struggle.
He throws downfield. Knocked out of bounds at the 41-yard line.
It's one of the dangers. You bring those extra defenders trying to get after the quarterback, and you're going to leave some man coverage on the outside. That time the quarterback able to take advantage.
He fights forward to about the 43. Second down and 8 here. On their own, let's say 43. Searching for an open man. That's a 3-yard gain.
Really nowhere for the wide receiver to go on that one. I'm not sure if the quarterback realized it was man coverage on that play.
Third down once again. Let's see if they can convert this one. Looks for the safe short throw.
It's tough to pay too much attention to a running back in the passing game because at least half the time they're staying in the block. So when they do slip out, occasionally they can hit you for a big play.
Big things today, baby. Big things today, y'all.
Inside handoff. 4-yard gain. That brings up second down. It's second down and 6. Ball on the 42. Hit hard as he throws. He's dropped down at the 39-yard line. We've played a quarter. The score, 7-zip. They line the ball up at the 39. Short throw to the right. He's wrestled down at the 37.
Good job all the way around by the defense that time. Not only did they have the deep routes completely covered there, but they also had the check down well within their grasp.
The ball goes into the end zone. Touchback. They'll take over at the 20. They'll set up shop at the 20-yard line. Dumps it short. He's tackled at the 32-yard line.
And tailbacks love that. Anytime they can get into the open field, think about that position. You're constantly pounding the ball inside and getting hit by those big linebackers. Now you get out in open space and you have a chance to make a play.
A dive on the handoff. He's brought down at the 38. Gets maybe a couple.
Well, that was the perfect time for them to call a blitz. They got in there, filled up all the gaps, brought down the running back for a short gain.
Brown gets the carry left side. Chalk up a big gain and a first for the ball carrier on that one.
Big play that time by a talented player. You can tell in those tough, clutch situations, he wants the ball in his hands.
He passes it. He's wrestled down at the 43-yard line.
Peyton Manning may not be perfect, but he has no issues whatsoever with accuracy. He delivers such a pretty pass, and when it's in there, you know it's going to be in the perfect position.
They line up at the 43. Brown gets the ball. And the tackle was made by Robert Gathers. Brown picks up about 7 yards on the run. Still looking for an open man.
Peyton Manning is having no trouble completing passes on this drive. Accuracy is just one of his many talents.
First down, 10 to go. Gives it off. And he's tackled at the 23-yard line. A dive. Gets 6 yards on the play. So second down, the offense needs about 4 for the first. And they'll run him again. He's dropped for a loss.
And so many times you hear offensive coordinators criticized because they don't try to run the football enough. Well, when you get stuffed in the backfield like that, you understand why they would rather call the pass play.
Rolls to his right. Garcon was the intended receiver. So, it's fourth down, and they'll attempt the field goal, this one from 40 yards away. And the kick is good. Makes the long one with room to spare.
It really was, wasn't it? There are no field goal kicker jokes going on the sideline right now. Just a lot of love.
Let's take a look at the drive summary presented by Verizon. He's hit and dropped at the 28-yard line.
The offense really needs to get something going on this series. Maybe even just a field goal on the board is enough to get them jump-started.
He lets it go.
Carson Palmer is one of those guys that I think has a chance to be the very best quarterback in the league. Superior arm strength, a great leader. That knee injury set him back for a little while, but you can tell now he's getting back to form and is just playing great football.
Hauls it in. He's brought down at the 49-yard line.
They were trying to work that ball down the field. There really wasn't anything there. They dump it off, and not much underneath either.
Looks left. Here's a short pass.
Just keeps the ball moving down the field. 6-yard gain and a little progress.
It's third down now and just about the length of the football away from the first down marker. Cedric Benson found a hole and was able to move the chains with a 7-yard pickup. They line up at the 38. Has a man short to his left. He's wrestled down at the 17. The defense was coming with the heat on that play.
But you'd never know it if you were watching the quarterback. He stood in there strong, completely relaxed, and made that defense pay that time.
Now is a good time to take a look at the Gatorade top performers. First down and 10. 2 minutes to go in the half. We have our first penalty of the game. Holding. And I have a feeling this one is coming back. And it will come back. Penalty on the offense.
One thing we've learned about this defense, it's hard enough to move the football against them. You cannot help them with these penalties. And when the defense gets that kind of penetration, it just disrupts everything for an offense. They have to get that guy blocked.
They line up at the 29. Palmer hands it off.
The Bengals are simply getting stuffed on nearly every rushing attempt. They need to get a spark somehow because this just does not bode well for them.
The offense faces another third down situation here as they line up. A lot of movement down there on the offensive line.
Still third down.
And we'll replay third down.
Third down is tough enough in the NFL, but when you start adding yardage to it, boy, it gets even tougher.
Jumps, and it's a catch.
Well, that was a tough conversion situation anyway, but really not a very bold effort that time offensively to pick up the first down.
The kick is off target. First down and 10. We're at the 1-minute mark of this first half of play. He throws short. The Colts take a timeout, and they'll have 2 remaining. Running out of time.
Really good work by the Bengals.
They're facing a 3rd and 10. Ball on the 38-yard line. He's going to pass. Crocker makes the stop at the 40.
Dallas Clark, truly one of those receiving tight ends, often flanked away from the line of scrimmage, and just an impossible matchup. Linebackers are too slow, defensive backs are too small. Nobody seems to be able to cover this guy.
They're going deep. Deflected and broken up. Collie was his intended target. Third down now, 10 yards for the first. Ball on the 40-yard line. Surveys the field. He hauls it in.
Dallas Clark is really one of the top receiving tight ends in the game. He's smart. He understands how to read those zone defenses and find the holes. But if you want to try and play man coverage against him, you're in for a long day.
Extra point is good. Indianapolis gets ready to kick it away. Caldwell is back to receive the kick. He takes it back to the 29-yard line. Benson gets the carry. The Bengals just took their first time out. Second down and 8 here. Finds a way to get rid of it as he's hit. He's dropped down at the 38. And he should have just thrown that one away.
Well, he did. He threw it away right to the defender, and that's just one of those mistakes that you cannot make in this league. It's so hard to get the ball in the scoring zone, and you just can't give it away when you get there.
And we've come to halftime here. The score is 17-0. Cincinnati will get the ball to begin the second half. Caldwell from the 3-yard line. He gets out to about the 22-yard line. Opts for a short throw. Caldwell was the intended receiver on the play. So they'll face a 2nd and 10. Palmer with the give. Drop behind the line.
The Bengals have to be frustrated with their lack of running success in this game. I mean, how many times can you get beat like that and still keep trying to hand the football off?
Looking for a man. The defense had their number during that last series as they go 3 and out.
There's nothing more frustrating for an offense to come in and go 3 and out. That's just embarrassing.
It's 4th down. The Bengals line up to punt. He makes it out to about the 47-yard line. Here's the give. He's brought down at the 48-yard line. That'll make it 2nd down with 10 to go. Passes it short. Joseph Adai was the intended receiver. It's third down, 10 yards for first. Ball on their own 48. Hammered as he lets it go. Intercepted.
And there's no question they were sitting on that one. That is one of the bread and butter pass plays of this offense. They've been working against it all week, and that was a special little trick there that came up with the interception.
Benson runs for a nice gain of 6 yards. It's 2nd and 4 yards to go. Ball on the 35. Tosses it out. He's wrestled down at the 31. Benson gains about 4 yards on the play. Third down, less than a yard to go. Ball on the 31-yard line. Gets loose, looking downfield. They're going to try a long field goal here. Looking at a 48-yard field goal. The kick is no good. The offense will start at the 38. And we'll have a first down and 10. A dive. Takes it up the middle. A dive. Runs for a 4-yard pickup. It's 2nd down and 6. A dive on the draw. He's dropped down at the 49-yard line. A dive. Found a hole and was able to move the chains with a 7-yard pickup. A dive on the inside handoff. Looks to be about a 9-yard gain. 2nd down. Short yardage situation here. 2nd and a yard. Breaking through up the gut.
The Indianapolis Colts ranked 32nd running the football a season ago, and obviously with Peyton Manning, the focus is always going to be on him. But one interesting stat is that they did score 16 touchdowns, so that they've proven that once Peyton gets them in the red zone, the running game is at least good enough to get it in the end zone, and that's the key.
First and goal. Dumps it out right. Reggie Wayne was his intended target.
Hey, man, let's play our game.
The offense sets up 8 yards away from the end zone here. He's searching for a receiver.
And they really forced him to throw that one before he had a chance to read the coverage. You know, typically when they blitz, you end up in one-on-one coverage, but you have to have time to throw the ball.
Eight yards away from the score. Flips it out short. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Reggie Wayne may not be the fastest receiver in the game, but he gets separation, and really that's the key. It's not about can you run by somebody, you know, your moves, you're in and out of your cuts, but it's about separation at the point of attack, and he does that as well as anybody, and it leads to touchdowns, and he got another one there.
And it's fielded at the 4. There's a flag on the play.
Personal foul.
This one might be coming back. Let's see what the flag is.
First down.
Johnson will be flagged on the play. Palmer with the give. He's tackled at the 17. Palmer tosses to the left side. He's brought down at the 22-yard line. Gets about 4 on the play. That brings up third down. There's the deep throw. Oh, and that was a touchdown-saving tackle. The big gain through the air sets up the offense with another 1st and 10. They hand it off.
Yeah, and we know defensive ends are probably some of the most athletic guys in the league, and typically you think about them getting after the quarterback, but that time he uses athleticism to make a big stop in the run.
He's dropped down at the 17.
Nice play that time. The defense came with the blitz there. He made a good read, delivered a nice ball in there to the open man.
He rolls out to the right. The pocket collapsing.
You know, quarterbacks get paid big bucks to put points on the board, make big plays. Well, defensive ends get paid big bucks to keep those quarterbacks from doing it. That time the defensive end got it done.
The stop was made by Brandon Renkart. 6-yard gain on the run. And now it's third down. The Bengals need to take quick advantage of this good field position to start the fourth quarter. Searching for an open man. Pass is tipped, interception. And that will make his second of the game.
And I know what he's thinking out there. He's trying to push the ball down the field, but you can't do that. You just have to read the coverage. If it's not there, check it down, be patient.
And he's tackled at the 49-yard line.
Peyton Manning is just the prototypical NFL quarterback, probably the surest bet week in and week out, a perennial Pro Bowler, arguably the best quarterback in the league.
Rolling out to his right. He tipped the ball away. Second down coming up after the incomplete pass. They line up at the 49. Moves to his right. Hall bats the ball down. Anthony Gonzalez was the intended receiver on the play. They'll give it off here. What about that play call?
Well, I always like to see an offense stay aggressive, I guess. But at least in this situation, it's a fourth quarter. You have the lead. I can understand the call.
The punt rolls into the end zone. Touchback. They'll start at the 20. Inside give. You'd expect more from him and the offensive line. They haven't mustered up many yards on the ground. Avoids a sack by getting it off as he's hit.
Just missed that time, bringing him down for a sack, but great pressure to force an incompletion.
And he's crushed as he lets it go. Streaks down the sideline. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Well, they will go for 2 here. Palmer tosses it left. Great job there. They were able to get it in for 2.
And you could tell the offense had a plan throughout that drive. Not only did they get the touchdown, but they immediately got the call in for the 2-point conversion. They knew exactly what they wanted to do and executed it perfectly.
Let's take a look at the drive summary, which is presented by Verizon. Garcon fields the ball at the 5. He makes it out to about the 21-yard line. Delayed handoff. Hit and dropped behind the line. They're looking now at 2nd and 11. Ball is on the 20. A dive gets the call again. A dive picks up 5 yards.
Yeah.
It's a pass. Room to run along the sideline. Touchdown, Colts.
Peyton Manning was under pressure on that one, but he has seen so many blitzes in his day, and more often than not, it ends up working against you defensively.
And he adds the point after. Over 10 minutes remaining in the 4th quarter. And our score, the Colts, 31. The Bengals, 8. Let's take a look at the drive summary presented by Verizon. And he gets the ball at the 5. He makes it back to the 25. The offense will take over at the 25. Daylight. He's tackled at the 30. Passing in this situation seems like it would have been a good idea.
Passing in every situation seems to me like it would be a better idea, but when you have the clock working against you like this, it's time to put it up.
Gives it to the back. I am a little surprised with that call.
No, at this point in the game, when you know that not only is the defense working against you, but so is the clock, a run call here probably is not a very good idea.
Uh-oh! Watch out! He's brought down at the 35.
The Colts decided not to go man in that situation, and it probably cost them big yardage. Carson Palmer knew he had an opportunity for a big play and delivered a really nice ball.
Gives it left side. He's going to be tackled for a loss. He's going to throw it.
Yeah, really not much a defense can do when you get a guy that can throw the football like that. You know, you get yourselves in position defensively, you think you're in the right spot, you're going to make a play, and a guy makes a throw like that and you go, hey, that's a good throw.
Leonard gets the call. He lost yardage on the play. Gary Brackett with the takedown again. That's his 5th tackle of the game. Checks down to the short pass. He's wrestled down at the 17. Here's a look at today's red zone numbers, made possible by Old Spice Body Wash, the greatest smell in the NFL. Desmond Briscoe cannot come up with it after taking a solid hit.
Yeah, he got rocked and the ball rolled. There was nothing left after that hit.
Looks like they'll opt to go for it here. He needs to get rid of it.
Well, I certainly understand they felt like they needed to take a shot there. It just didn't work out. Give the defense a little credit for making the play.
And he's tackled at the 42. Gonzalez makes his 3rd grab. Flips out short. He's dropped down at the 48-yard line. Looks for the safe short throw. He's wrestled down at the 43-yard line.
Peyton Manning hasn't missed yet on this drive. He's an accurate passer, and he's got a good sense of timing in that pocket.
First down and 10. Ball on the 43-yard line. It's the tailback.
And you love to see those linebackers playing downhill like that. Not just flowing sideline to sideline, but attacking and trying to get in the backfield.
Up the middle. He makes his way to about the 35. So they line up at the 35. Sure to make an impact on the field are this game's top performers, presented by Gatorade. They'll work the right side. Joseph Adai gives them a fresh set of downs on the 3-yard run. It's first and 10. Ball on the 32-yard line. They keep it on the ground with the tailback. Adai picks up about 7 yards on the run. Brown off the right side.
Nothing makes a defensive coordinator cringe more than seeing that kind of run, because then it sets up the play action, and there's almost no way to stop an offense if you can't stop the run and you have to deal with play action.
That's all from Lucas Oil Stadium. Highlights are next, so stay right with us. Here's today's swagger player of the game, presented by Old Spice Deodorant. Here's the play that rocked the stadium, the Doritos Crunch Time play of the game.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports and Madden NFL 11.